Hello, it's about 6:10 in the morning and I'm on my way to Holyoke, Massachusetts, the least used Amtrak station in Massachusetts. I think that I'm going to try to visit the least used Amtrak station in every state, starting with Holyoke. For some reason it's impossible to get within my own state. I have to take Peter Pan down to Hartford, Ned Lamont territory, and then back up to Springfield because that's how Peter Pan has started working during the pandemic. The guy told me to go to gate 2 instead. Very weird, I don't know. So I guess that's the New York line, and this is the Hartford Springfield line. Maybe. So we would have gotten High in the Sky, but instead we're getting Nana Nonsense. This is all a bit nonsense, honestly. So many people from Worcester. Nana Nonsense has gotten us to Hartford. Plenty of people waiting to take her onward to New York, but here we transfer to some other bus. I don't hate what Peter Pan is doing with this whole transfer thing. Like I get where they're coming from. They can run fewer buses without like too much more inconvenience, but the actual experience of going through it and not really knowing what's going on is like not the best. Okay, Laughing Cloud has opened up to take us to Springfield. Boarding is taking a while. I have a very tight connection in Springfield to an hourly bus route, so I'm kind of hoping that we make it. I nabbed a seat right in the front to try to get out as quickly as possible, but we'll see what happens. Making a stop at the Peter Pan garage to drop someone off. We're supposed to be at the station now, but I guess the connecting bus is running late too, so maybe there's a chance. Thanks. Hi, Alex. You're on camera.
All right.
We're
probably shouldn't, but
jaywalk. Where's it board? Is it over there?
you're fine.
All right.
I'm not even here yet.
I always say Alex Tropical Forest because that's your Twitter name.
It's my Twitter name changes with the season, but yeah, it's tropical right now.
Yeah.
Because it's hot and humid.
And this is your bus.
This is a bus that I worked on setting up. Yeah, I helped write the grant that paid for it. So.
That is very exciting.
The bus that we're waiting for was stuck at Holyoke Mall for a while, and I was wondering if maybe he had broken down or something, but since he's on the move again and the bus number hasn't changed, I'm assuming the driver just took an extended bathroom break.
Okay.
And the tracker here says he's 6 minutes late, but a look at the clock says he's actually 15 minutes late. So,
and counting, right?
And counting, yeah. 15 minutes late and he's not here yet, so
this
we'll
is
see
a
how this goes.
Poor showing for your route, I have to say.
I have to agree.
Also, just before I forget, your shirt, magnificent.
Thank you, thank you. The guy at the convenience store inside liked it as well.
Alright, finally here. 20 minutes late about?
18, yeah.
18
minutes
behind. Better late than never.
Absolutely.
Wait, this is the Holyoke Mall one.
No, it's coming from the Holyoke Mall. Unless...
There is a Holyoke Mall one scheduled for now.
I think they may have just dropped the trip in that case.
Oh no. Alright, an hour later we've made it on the G73E to Northampton. They dropped the previous trip, so...
Yeah, we're not sure what happened to it. This route only started on June 28th. And so it's funded by grants, so it's running on a trial basis. We'll see how it does after the first year.
Yeah.
So far it's been doing great and getting better with every week. So I'm kind of excited to see when students come back, what it starts looking like at that point.
Just an idea of the itinerary. Because I wanted to ride the G73E, but that takes us past Holyoke.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to Northampton,
Right.
have lunch there,
Yeah.
then take a bus back down to Holyoke,
Right.
explore Holyoke a bit, but then because of the train schedule, we have to go
We gotta
down
come
to
back to
Springfield,
Springfield
train to Holyoke, and then bus back. This is the first of these least used Amtrak station videos, and it's already way too complicated. I guess this is part of our explorations of Holyoke. I mean, this is the Holyoke Mall, so...
Yeah.
The Amtrak station technically serves this municipality.
Yes. It's only a 20 to 30 minute bus ride from one to the other.
Curious about what the scenic area will be.
Oh, it's better from the other direction. You can see the other side is a bit higher up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Alright, we didn't really get much of a scenic view.
Womp womp.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay. That was a fantastic ride. This is amazing. Northampton's great.
Yeah, Northampton's great. Wonderful. There's a reason I live here. I love it. It's a great town.
Look at how the rice is shaped like a butterfly. I love that. What is this place called?
I think it's called Tai Tai.
All right, we're getting on this cute 35-foot bus to Holyoke proper, finally. This is, for the record, one of my favorite routes on the whole system. It's so scenic, it's so nice and quick and
look at that,
useful. Oh, I love the B48.
Yeah.
Also, we're in Holyoke again, so we're back in relevant territory. Okay, so we're in Holyoke, where obviously the least used Amtrak station in Massachusetts is. That's not where we're going now. We have to get the train up.
Right.
Later. Now, another thing that Holyoke is famous for is being the birthplace of the sport of volleyball.
That's right.
Right next to Springfield, the birthplace of basketball.
Yeah. They love their balls out here.
Yeah. So since we're here, we're going to go to the International Volleyball Hall of Fame.
That's right.
Whose website's domain has currently expired. The website doesn't work. So we called them, and they were so excited. Here's the Volleyball Hall of Fame.
We've made it. I'm taking a picture as well.
Yeah, this is cool.
This is something else.
Women too picked up on it. It wasn't unusual to see.
All right, we just got out of the museum. We weren't in there for very long, maybe like 30,
3 rooms,
minutes.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's an $8 admission for adults, $5 for students.
Yeah.
It's unironically cool.
Right, yeah. There's a lot more there. I mean, I guess I went in with very little expectations.
Right.
But I was blown away. There was a lot going on there. Also, the lovely canals of
beautiful.
Holyoke. You might confuse it for Venice, right?
Yeah. P21E back to Springfield. All right, Union Station. We have 25 minutes till our train. Good timing. All right. There's a model train set at Union Station. For people who are, it's like in this corner, over here, next to the Peter Pan office. This is blowing my mind.
Brand new.
All right, this is the train taking this to the least used Amtrak station in the state of Massachusetts. So the train is waiting for the southbound Vermonter so we can get an engineer to go up. I'm just glad my lakeshore home is running like an hour late. So.
They don't call it the late for sure for nothing.
Exactly. Okay, the southbound is finally coming in. Really, we'll probably only leave like 5 minutes late. The engineer has to come from that immediately onto this train to take us back up. Seems weird for Amtrak to hinge a 20-minute scheduled connection on that, but this is the situation. All right, we are proceeding north. Next stop, Holyoke.
Next up, Holyoke. That's something.
Holyoke station number is Holyoke, Massachusetts. Be leaving here in Holyoke. Make your way to north at time.
Holyoke.
Take care now.
Thank you. No one on or off. So this is a station that I did review in print. I figure we'll start on the end here. Waste baskets, benches, and look, you have litter and bottles and cans. So that is an absolute plus. Check this out. We have phone charging apparatus. You can lift it, and then there's an outlet that probably doesn't work because it's all gross. And under the shelter, we have 3 waste baskets, 2 benches, a wheelchair lift, or wheelchair ramp rather. It's a high level platform, that's worth noting, like fully accessible ramp down into the parking lot, which, I mean, it's empty right now. Train! These bus stop signs don't mean anything. There's no bus that actually comes in here. You could maybe turn this into a bus terminal if you got rid of the parking, and then you'd have a real multimodal center, but here you have some multimodal bike racks, and then there's a bike share station right over there. I mean, this is truly a spectacular station for a least used station. Like, as this project goes on, we will experience significantly worse stations than this. So in 2019, Holyoke got 1,713 riders over the course of the year. That is the equivalent of 5 people a day which is kind of sad given that the station gets 6 trains a day, 3 in each direction. Yeah, it definitely doesn't see that much ridership, which is interesting because Holyoke is a major city, and Northampton gets up the line gets quite a few people with the same number of trains per day. Part of the reason Holyoke's ridership might be so low is just because it's a $12 ticket from here to Springfield, and that's not really something that people would want to pay when there's a express bus, for $1.50 that does the trip faster. I feel like the best solution would just be to have very frequent rail service along the corridor from, Greenfield to Springfield maybe, and just kind of lower the fares, make it like a regional rail almost. It kind of seems like the way to get ridership up here. And I guess, because it's me and I do the whole review thing, I guess I should probably be giving these least used Amtrak stations 1 to 10 scores. And I mean, Holyoke is a very good station. I would bump it down to a 7 out of 10 because it's a little bit, some like kind of grody things here. The parking lot's a little unnecessary. You could, maybe make that into a more useful transportation hub. But otherwise, shelter, high platform. I mean, heck, it's not bad. And we've just done our first least used Amtrak station. And it was one that I've already done in print. I guess it's a success. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe, but look, we're 918 subscribers, getting kind of close to 1,000. And when we get to that point, I'll do a live stream of the entire NJT 317, the longest local bus route on the NJT system, and probably the longest on the East Coast too. So if you want that, well, I'm not going to tell you what to do.